Welcome back. We're continuing on our semi-restoration of the Citroen DS. So what you just saw me do right now was, you remember from the last video, the high build primer that I sprayed onto the doors started hardening up too quickly, and it just came out like in blobs. It did do a good job of filling though, but it left a lot of texture on both the panels wherever I threw the primer at. So first off, I had to go back in and just sand everything down with a 400 grit. You saw I started with a DA, but it was going a little too quick, so I had to stop and just use a hand block. And it came out fine. Outside of maybe around 2 areas, everything else came out perfectly well. On the other door, because I didn't spray much primer, it was very quick, and it came out really nice on that one. After that, you saw I went through it with a red Scotch Brite, and just getting it sanded ready for sealer. And that's what I was just finishing up doing right now. I sprayed sealer on it. I used a 1.3 tip, and I was spraying it at around 28 psi. A little bit high for primer. Generally, you can go lower. One thing I really like about this Roberto primer, the one I'm using, is that when you use it as a sealer, it dries very quickly. So at this time right now, it is 7:30. Roughly 30 more minutes. At 8 o'clock, I will go ahead and throw my first coat of paint on it. The primer will be by that point will be ready. If there's any areas that look like it need to be touched up, I can sand it down with 600, and there should be no problem, as long as I don't go through the bare metal. Other things you may have saw, I did use a wax and grease remover, and I did actually mix too much sealer. So for most part, 1 to 2 coats should be enough. And on this one, I kind of just tried to throw everything on there. I didn't want to waste paint. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go clean my primer gun, and I'll see you again in 30 minutes. We'll start mixing up our paint then. Alright, so our primer is dried, ready to be sprayed. I did use 600 on a few areas. I do want to say one thing: when you do it, use it as a sealer. It's supposed to be a non-sandable primer. You can fix things with 600 grit, but what you'll notice is it starts gumming up. So ideally, you don't want to have to do the whole panel, and just do those spot areas repairs. So, but let's get back to what we're doing next. So we're going to paint using this paint. It's called Teck Dark Blue Pearl. It is a nice color, actually. I quite like it. It is $99 a gallon. It's probably one of the more affordable paints you can get. And this one, the dark blue, has a bit of a purple tint, which is what I actually wanted for the DS. We're also going to be using Sprint clear coat. It's Sprint Air GT High Solid Clear. The Air GT is supposed to mean that it'll dry quickly even under regular temperature. Air dry quickly. So we'll use that. That is hardener. We have our reducer, which is also Teck. The store there's a local store here called ABC Auto, regional store, and they carry Teck products. So, and we'll be spraying using a Iwata Supernova LS. That is from the Series 1.3 nozzle. I'll be using this for both my clear coat and the base coat. Now, they do have another one that's supposed to be for clear coat, and this is supposed to be just your base coat gun. But I'm going to be using this for both, mostly because I don't have the other one. You notice here, it also has the PPS adapter. This is a 3M one. Since Harbor Freight doesn't actually have one for the water brand, if you look on eBay, these come up quite sometimes. They're about $20 a piece, but it'll let you use the Spectrum PPS system. I'll be spraying at around 2 bars, And that'll be for both the base coat and the clear coat. Alright, so let me start getting things set up, and I'll see you again. Alright, so I got my paint all mixed up. We have it at 2-to-1. You can also mix this at 1-to-1, but I prefer 2-to-1. As you can see too, I use this little sprout. It makes this pouring much easier, no mess. So I'll be spraying it at 29 psi, which is about the max on this one. So roughly about 2 bars. What I'll do is I want to get at least 2 coats on both panels. With the door, maybe 3. And after that, we'll give it about 20 minutes. Once I finish painting, I'll go ahead and do the clear coat. Alright, so let me get my mask on, turn on the ventilation, and we'll get started. So that was our first tack coat. I went in and turned it off while we were just waiting because our compressor kicked on. So we're starting here soon on my second coat. This is more for coverage. And then I'll have to release a third coat on the door, on the inside door. On this door, I'll have to do a third coat on the other one. Because I think 2 coats to do that one. That's fine. Everything came out good on that one. This one has a lot more problems, but I think I have enough paint here still, so I don't think I'll have to mix some more. But even if I did, it'll be fine. So, here we go. This will be our second coat now. So I'll be going a lot slower compared to the first time. We did 3 coats of paint on this one and 2 coats of paint on that one, and the coverage was fine. Everything got painted blue. Everything looks nice. This one came out okay, not the greatest. This one though came out really good. I'm happy how this one came out. So what we'll do now is I'll go ahead and start mixing clear coats. They're flashing off right now. It's been about 15 minutes since I finished. By the time I finish mixing clear coat, it should be good enough to start painting these. And once we finish doing our clear coat, that's when we'll see how well of a job I've done. Okay, so I'm gonna head back to the mixing table and I'll see you here soon again. Alright, so I got my clear coat mixed up, and we'll do the same here. I'll do a first tack coat on both. Or I could do at least 2 coats after that on each one. But for the most part, this one I would like 2, and at the very least just that one just 1. The biggest thing with clear coat is always watch out for your flash time. So in this case, for this one, I mix it at 2-to-1, and flash time is 10 minutes. So after I do a tack coat on both, give it 10 minutes, come back, do another coat on both, 10 more minutes, and so on and so forth. This is actually a good clear coat. I probably mixed too much. It goes a long way. Okay, so we'll get started. Oh yes, and I'm spraying it at 2 bars, 29 psi. Tack coat came on really good. what I like to do for tack coat is I use like on the gun just half throttle as I go through it quickly. On the second and one I'll go full and go a little bit slower. I'm noticing so far my biggest issue on this door is this curve part. But so far it looks okay. You can see it went on pretty nicely. There's a little like areas right here I need to put some more. You can see where it's kind of dry, but that's okay. That was just the tack coat. On this one though, it came out very nice. Like a finished product almost. Look at that. It came out really good. So. I still got about 5 more minutes left on letting it flash off, and then I'll go ahead and throw on the next coat. I hope this tape will be okay. I'm not the best when it comes to taping things up. I have my fair shares of having to redo this when I peel it off. Yeah, but like I said, this curve here, the clear coat and paint all came out nice. Around here in the center I gotta work on that. I keep messing that up, and like I said right here, but that's fine. That will go away on this next coat. It'll be nice and smooth also. Okay, so I'll go get ready and start on the next coat. Alright, so we just finished doing our second coat, and let's start with this door. I think it came out very good. No obvious defects that I see. Right there, it looks like it's not solvent pop or this side. Let's see what else I can find. This one came out very nice. Look at that nice gloss. This part right here is where you really want it to shine, because when you're in the car, you know, your arm is on this part. You see this area. And it shined up really nicely. It looks very good. There's like one thing right there you can see. This part here doesn't matter because there's a panel. The interior panel covers that. Yeah, very nice. I think this one came out very good. 2 coats. Perfect. And true, the clear coat I'm using, once again, it's the Sprint one here. It is a high solids, so generally 2 coats is really what you just need. This one came out okay. I see a lot of polishing, wet sanding in my future. It is not solvent pulp. It's not a fisheye. It's a little bit raised. I guess that would be solvent pulp. But it's not a crater. The thing is, I got one giant one right there. I think that one, I don't see if there's a crater in there. Let me see, put some light to it. No, it's not a crater, so it should be able to be wet sanded out. It's a lot better than last time when I did it. There's no obvious tiger striping. I had an issue with that last time. This time I adjusted my gun, I went further back. The paint, the clear coat looks good. I think the paint looks good too. Yeah, we'll need a wet sand, polish, detail. But overall, I think it came out good. I'm really impressed with this one though. I think that one came out nice. I ran out of clear coat, so I'm trying to decide whether I want to mix up another batch for this. But I don't think I will. I think 2 coats is good enough. Same way like this, 2 coats in each. I have a little bit left over, and I may throw it in on, I don't think there's any place that needs it. Maybe just the edges, throw it on the edges. Throw it on this thing here. Let me go, I think I will. I'll have a very little bit. I'll just throw it around on the edges. So here we are, it's the next day. Already untaped and uncovered the door handle. As you can see our results. The door came out nice. It will need a little bit of wet sanding, paint correction, but for the most part it came out very good. It's nice and smooth. That's a good reflection to it. There's a few dirt spots that will just have to be sanded out. You got this little bubble here, but the good thing is it's pointing out, it's pointing upward, so you can sand it down. If it was like a fisteye or a crater and it's a little divot like that, you have to do a little bit more work to get rid of it. Oftentimes, depending on how much, it's better just to respray. But this one is, it just can be paint corrected. My tape work wasn't very good. You can see right there, the tape took it off. And there's still a little tape here that I know is going to, once I take this off, I'm going to take that paint off. There's no way around it. Either I can use a touch-up brush and just go easily in there. That's doable, and I might try that first. But if not, I'll buy the tool, take the door handle off, and just spray this area here. I have a touch-up gun, do a light spray here, and then blend it in. It's not too difficult. Just a little bit more work. But overall, the door here came out nice. The color is nice and even, and has a good gloss. There's a little bit of orange peel, but nothing too major. That will all come out with in our detailing. Now on this door, this one came out very nice. No issues. Everything looks good. Any areas that had looked like they may be faults are going to be hidden, like on this thing. There's like right there, little dust. But like I said, there's a panel that covers this whole thing, so not a big deal. And then you see this rail. You probably were wondering throughout the whole time, what happens here? Well, there's a rubber trim that goes all across here, and it's very thick. As long as it has something to grab onto, which is up here, we will be fine. Where I did a repair here, it's okay. You can see right there where it looks off, but that's okay. It is actually solid metal here. All the issues were down here in the bottom. This is the main money area right here, because you will see it with your eyesight, and it came out really nice. Look at that. It's a lovely glow to it. Sign. No detailing needed on it either. That's the best part. I'll put back the handle, which eventually they'll have to get replaced. They are very pitted, but it's not a main concern right now. And on this side, it looks good. Okay. So yeah, that's it for now on the doors. They came out very good. Like I said, we'll move things around. This side, this door, the opposite side needs to be painted. And that door over there is going to get mounted back onto the car. I need to do that because my friend Astro likes to take a nap inside the car, and today he was extra muddy. Yeah, I need to close it up. So in the next video, I'll show you how easy it is to mount the door back on. It really is. Just put this cap here on top of the ball, and you're done. It's just 2 steps. So, okay, now see you then.